Lily was a brave and curious little girl with a heart full of adventure. She carefully unfolded the map and traced the path with her finger. It seemed to lead through her neighborhood, over the hill, and down to the big blue sea. With Mr. Fluffy tucked under her arm and a backpack full of snacks and a flashlight, Lily set off on her quest. As Lily walked along the path, she sang a little song she made up. To the treasure, off we go, round the hill and through the woods, ho, ho, ho. Suddenly, she heard a rustling noise. Out from the bushes popped Max, the mischievous squirrel, nibbling on an acorn. "Where are you going, Lily?" asked Max with his cheeky grin. "I'm off to find Treasure Island," Lily exclaimed, showing him the map. Max's eyes widened with interest. "Count me in. I love treasure." Together, Lily and Max continued the journey, crossing streams and climbing over logs. They encountered Sally the songbird, who joined the expedition, singing beautiful melodies to keep their spirits high. They even met Benny the brave old turtle, who gave Lily a seashell for good luck, wishing her smooth sails and happy trails. As they reached the top of the hill, they gazed out at the endless sparkling sea. The map showed a tiny island far in the distance. They decided to borrow Mr. McGregor's rusty old rowboat down by the shore. As they rowed, Lily imagined all the wonders they might find, a chest full of gold coins, or maybe a crown of seashells. After a tiring journey, the little troop arrived at the sandy shores of Treasure Island. Just as the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange, they followed the map's clues, counting steps and searching high and low. Just as they were about to give up, Mr. Fluffy, who had fallen from Lily's arms, suddenly twitched his little fabric nose. He pointed to a spot beneath an old gnarled tree. They dug together, finding a worn wooden box, hidden away safely for years. Inside, to their utter surprise, were not gold coins or jewels, but letters and photographs from someone who had once lived on the island. The letters told stories of adventures and friends made along the way. Lily realized the true treasure was not what she held in her hands, but the adventure she had shared with her friends. With smiles all around Lily, Mr. Fluffy, Max, Sally, and Benny headed home under the moonlit sky. Lily was a curious little girl with bright eyes and an imagination as vast as the sky. One sunny morning, with a twinkle in her eyes, she decided it was time for an adventure. She carefully packed her small backpack with her favorite snacks, a flashlight for any dark corners she might encounter, and her trusty compass that always pointed her in the right direction. Clutching an ancient-looking map she had discovered in her grandmother's attic, she was ready to explore. Her journey began in her own backyard, a colorful garden blooming with flowers of every hue. As she tiptoed through the garden, the world felt magical, as though it was holding its breath for her discovery. The map led her to a quaint little wooden bridge arching elegantly over a tinkling stream. It was here she paused, her heart racing with excitement. Just as she crossed the bridge and entered the whispering woods, she spotted a cheerful squirrel perched on a branch. With a bushy tail and bright, inquisitive eyes, the squirrel seemed to carry secrets of its own. "Hello," chirped the squirrel, leaping down towards her. "I'm Nutty. Can I come with you?" Lily chuckled, delighted by the new company. "Of course, Nutty. An adventure can always use good friends." Together, they set off, exploring the woodlands where the trees seemed to reach for the sky. As they wandered through the whispering woods, the trees told tales with their rustling leaves, while the birds sang melodies only they understood. Nutty proved to be a wise and witty companion, guiding Lily with stories of forest lore and secrets of the past. The journey was more than Lily had ever imagined, filled with wonder, laughter, and discoveries. Lily and Nutty's friendship grew with every step, amidst the chorus of nature's symphony guiding them deeper into their adventure. Their feet gently crunched over fallen leaves, each leaf telling its own tale of seasons past. And though the path was uncertain and the journey still ahead, one thing was sure: it was a beautiful beginning. And so, hand in paw, Lily and Nutty ventured forth into the heart of the woods, where adventure and friendship waited around every turn. Their journey had only just begun, and the possibilities were as endless as the skies above. Lily and her squirrel friend Nutty were on an adventure. They had found an old map under the floorboards of Lily's cozy treehouse that led right to a mysterious cave in the forest. With a little courage and a lot of excitement, they decided to follow the map and see where it led. The path snaked through trees and over streams, and finally stopped at the mouth of a dark cave. The cave loomed ahead, a wide yawning mouth of mystery and wonder. Lily felt a twinge of fear as the shadows inside flickered and danced. But Nutty, always the brave one, scampered up to her shoulder and chirped confidently, "Don't worry, I'll help you." His tiny fluffy tail brushed against her cheek, making her giggle. With their trusty flashlight in hand, they stepped inside. The cave was cool and smelled like damp earth, a completely new world hidden beneath the rocks and trees above. As they walked deeper, the light from the entrance faded behind them, replaced by the glitter of crystal-like rocks sparkling in their flashlight beam. Each step they took echoed all around them like a gentle whispering choir. Suddenly, something caught Lily's eye. To the side, behind a large, moss-covered stone, she glimpsed a corner of something unusual. It was the edge of a wooden chest. "Look, Nutty!" she exclaimed. The squirrel's eyes widened in surprise. They rushed over, ears perked with excitement. The chest was old, with vines and dirt wrapped around its sides. It looked like it had not been opened in a very long time. Lily knelt by its side, brushing off the dirt with her hands. It was a moment of suspense as they both held their breath. Nutty hopped on top, his tiny paws patting the wooden lid. With a deep breath and a sense of thrilling adventure, Lily gently tugged at the latch. It creaked open, revealing a treasure trove of glimmering gems and sparkling coins inside. Their eyes sparkled as they saw the colorful jewels glimmering in the flashlight's glow. "Oh wow!" Lily said in awe. "Nutty, we did it! We found treasure!" She laughed, lifting a shimmering emerald to the light. Nutty squeaked happily, plopping a shiny coin into his cheek pouch. This adventure was more than they had ever dreamed. But most importantly, they did it together, as the best of friends exploring the unknown. Lily was a curious little girl who loved adventures. Her best friend was Nutty, a playful squirrel who always followed her around in their garden. One sunny morning, Lily and Nutty decided to explore the mysterious woods behind their house, where they had heard rumors of a hidden treasure. With Nutty perched on her shoulder, Lily carried her treasure map, which was nothing more than a piece of paper filled with scribbles and doodles of their imagination. As they ventured deeper into the woods, Lily's heart raced in excitement. The trees whispered to them as the breeze rustled through the leaves. Nutty chirped happily, his bushy tail twitching with anticipation. Suddenly, Lily spotted something shiny on the ground. It was a small golden key, half buried under a pile of leaves. "Look, Nutty! It's a clue!" shouted Lily with delight. Following the map, they arrived at a small clearing. In the center, a large rock seemed suspiciously out of place. "I bet the treasure is hidden under that rock, Nutty," said Lily. Together, they pushed and pushed until the rock rolled aside. There it was, a wooden treasure chest covered in moss. With hearts pounding with excitement, Lily and Nutty worked together to lift the creaky lid. Inside was another golden key, just like the one they had found earlier. But what intrigued them most was a note that lay beside it, neatly folded. Lily unfolded it and read aloud, "The real treasure is the adventure you share with a friend." Lily's eyes sparkled as she turned to Nutty. "You're my treasure, Nutty," she said, hugging him tightly. The little squirrel chirped in agreement, his tiny paws wrapping around her hand. Together, they sat by the open chest, giggling and sharing berries, completely content with the treasure they had uncovered, a bond of friendship that glittered brighter than gold. Once upon a time, in a little town nestled between hills and sparkling streams, there lived a curious girl named Lily. She had bright blue eyes that twinkled with excitement, and a sprightly dog named Nutty, who amused everyone with his silly antics. Every day, Lily and Nutty would explore the winding paths and secret nooks of their quaint town, discovering hidden treasures and new mysteries to unravel. One sunny day, while playing in the woods near her grandmother's cottage, Lily stumbled upon an old, dusty map tucked away underneath a big oak tree. The map was faded with age, but Lily's eyes lit up as she noticed a trail leading to a secret spot marked with an X. Excitedly, she called Nutty, who wagged his tail curious to see what Lily had found. Determined to uncover its secrets, Lily and her faithful companion set off on a thrilling adventure, clambering over rocks and crossing small streams. They followed the twists and turns on the mysterious map, sniffing out clues aided by Nutty's keen nose. The trail led them to a magical place, a meadow full of vibrant flowers where sunlight danced on dewdrops like little diamonds. Here, buried beneath the roots of a willow tree, they found an ornate golden key wrapped in a silk cloth gleaming under the warm sun. With a triumphant cheer, Lily held up the key. What could it unlock? Where would it lead? She couldn't wait to find out. But it was getting late, and she knew her grandmother would be waiting for them with her famous homemade scones. In a playful race back home, Lily's heart bubbled with joy as Nutty barked happily alongside her. Arriving just in time for tea, Lily excitedly showed the golden key to her grandmother. Her grandmother's eyes twinkled with a knowing smile as she said, "I hid that map for you, Lily. I knew you'd love an adventure." That night, Lily tucked the golden key under her pillow, already dreaming of her next adventure. What wondrous places would they discover next? As she drifted off to sleep alongside a snoring Nutty, Lily knew that with her trusty dog and newfound treasure, countless adventures awaited her and Nutty in the days to come.